All day, KOIN 6 and Portland CW is partnering with the Sunshine Division for a special day of giving. So grab your phone. We're going to put up a QR code here at the bottom of your screen where you can, there you go, right there at the bottom of the screen. You can scan that QR code and make that donation today.
And this morning we're talking with Kyle Camberg. He's the executive director of the Sunshine Division, joining us live with a look at what is happening right now, both at the Sunshine Division and food pantries around the country. The need seems to be coming from all sides, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, in Oregon, 450,000 households, nearly 800,000 people, because many of these households have children, are going without SNAP benefits, and that's about $140 million that did not go out this month just here in Oregon.
I mean, and then we're talking about partial benefits maybe being rolled out at some point relatively soon, but we don't actually have that timeline. So that uncertainty is still hanging in the balance. And with that said, what are the numbers that you're seeing come in the door? In many cases, it's 4 times the number that you normally see. Yeah,
just this week at the food pantry, we sort of modified how we are distributing the food just because the need is so overwhelming. We've basically quadrupled this week as compared to last month at this time. We've almost doubled our home delivery since the summer. It's about 650 households every week now. Those lists usually filled up in about 3 or 4 days. It filled up in 3 hours this week. And then we've also ramped up our Thanksgiving and 103rd annual holiday home delivery. And those lists, again, usually used to take weeks to fill for a few thousand, and they filled in days. So the need is just sort of, at an all-time high. It's very reminiscent of what we saw at the start of the pandemic, only this time, there isn't this sort of wave of support. There aren't stimulus. All these things that helped us get through the pandemic don't exist right now.
Right. Some of the other safety nets that we've had in place are not there, and that is just compounding on this issue. Well, that's why we're here today asking for your help, for your support, for your donations. Let's talk a little bit about where that money goes. Sunshine Division receives no government funding. It is all on the work of donors. And what are you able to do with these donations?
I'm so glad you brought that up. Number one, completely community funded private donations. So people just like you and I, your company, other companies, foundations, fund what we do 100%. And so that money primarily right now is going to food. Food pantries across the country are essentially running out of food. When you quadruple or worse, in terms of demand, where does the food come from? And it doesn't, so we're seeing food drives pick up, but it can't meet that demand. So we're going out, we're working with grocery partners, we're working with food brokers to spend those dollars and stretch them further. With some of these organizations we have 6, 7, 8 decade relationships with. So we're going to buy at wholesale or better, as opposed to if you or I were in the grocery store, buying off the shelf. So we're going to stretch that dollar.
And that's just another reminder as to why we are asking for your money. Your time is so valuable. Your resources are so valuable, but money goes further when you donate it to the Sunshine Division because of the resources they have, especially this time of year. Kyle, appreciate your time. Continue to raise that money here this morning. The Sunshine Division, we're calling for your help to feed our neighbors here this holiday season. Again, federal funding not in the picture at the moment. It's been a hardship for hundreds of thousands of families across the area. You can scan that QR code that's now on your screen. You can also go to KOIN.com to make that donation right now.